TrueFlight here. People have been asking me to do a bike video, and I've been wanting to do a circuit video next anyway, so we're going to combine the two and do a circuit spec bike video. This is my Kawasaki Ninja. It's my highest ranked bike right now. We're here in the Bonneville Salt Flats, and we're going to do the faction mission that's out here. It's one of my favorite circuit missions. Sadly, it's another long straightaway one similar to the Big D, but this one's the point of no return. This is lots of long straightaways. There's only one really tight turn on the entire track. And with a bike, we should absolutely destroy the Viper it puts us up against. And if you're playing bikes, I highly recommend using a controller. They're much easier than a wheel or a keyboard for driving. And you have the lean forward, lean back right at your fingertips with the stick. Also recommend playing them in first person because it's just a hell of a lot of fun. I'm not huge on playing the cars in first person, but the bikes definitely adds to the immersion. You can see I'm playing with my keyboard, unfortunately, which is why you get those jerky movements instead of nice, clean leans into the turn, but I have a BMW that's in Circuit Spec 2. It's not quite up to par with my Ninja here. And that's probably the only hard turn in the entire track right there. Now we can pretty much go flat out the rest of the race. If you're not familiar with the bikes in the crew, there is a lean forward, lean back command. You use them to pull endos and wheelies. And when you're traveling at high speeds, if you actually lean forward, you gain probably another 10-15 miles an hour by lowering your wind resistance. Same goes for when you're braking. You can lean back and add more resistance to brake quicker. Thing you got to keep in mind is if you go off a jump or anything that's going to bring your wheels off the ground, if you're leaning forward like you should be to gain that extra speed, as soon as your wheels leave the ground, you have to let go of that, or you're going to flip head first over the handlebars, which has happened to me more than one occasion in a race, especially if you clip like the curb and it sends you airborne. There's a big jump coming up here, actually, around this corner. I'll show some of the leaning, the wheelies and stuff after the race here. Can tell I've done this one once or twice. Aside from the oddball traffic, pretty much got this course down packed. If you're in a vehicle, oh, and I'm talking instead of watching where I'm going. If you're in a vehicle over 1100 or so, the computer really doesn't stand a chance in this unless you wreck like I just did. Well, other than that one screw up, wasn't too bad. Downside to these faction missions is they don't keep your records, so you can't compare to your friends, which is kind of annoying. Come on, upgrades. And it's nothing much. Yeah, we'll still throw that on there. So get out of the instance here, back into the open world. Wheelies in a first-person view are really hard. To get that just right so that you don't flip over. They look much cooler in the third person. Oop, and I flipped over. Endos are extremely hard to do, especially on slanted road here. There we go. But as you can see right now, I'm in my normal. As you hit the throttle, you crouch down a little. But if we lean forward even more, let's get up to speed here. Of course, there's traffic coming. We're also going downhill, so this is going to kind of mess this up a little bit. If I can get to a straightaway here. There's a long one coming up after this next turn here. But you can see we're pretty much maxed out right here. We've kind of leveled off. Once we get over this little hump. Onto the straightaway here. Now if we lean forward, you see us crouch down even more, and you can see we started accelerating already. So definitely an advantage for doing the lean forward. And if we stand up, see almost immediately we start slowing down. Now the lean forward and lean back on the bikes does have its cool attributes. Of course there isn't anything on this road we can use. But if you can manage to get the bike off the ground through a jump or just a steep incline, being able to lean lets you do some cool tricks. I know there's some jumps out there by the Monster Truck Arena down here, so maybe we'll swing over there and check those out. Circuit bike's not exactly the best made for the Monster Truck Arena, but why are we following the road? Now you can see the arena way off in the distance. I do like the salt flats. Just long stretches of open area. Great for doing challenges and things too, because this counts as road. Oop, and this is where the salt flats end. Like I said, the bike's not made for off-road, but we're just coming over here quick to show off a little. Now lean back. You can do a nice backflip. You're gonna need a pretty good sized ramp to do a forward flip. Oh, I didn't think I was going fast enough for that. But you get the idea. It lets you do some really interesting things. And I left my phone on. There, we got the forward flip that time. And then we switch to a different bike real quick. I have a couple dirt bikes. Actually won a BMW dirt bike from the January Summit. Let's grab that. Why are we not on bikes? There we go. This is our brand new BMW dirt bike. Not a lot of people have actually seen this one. It was a prize for the Summit. And this is where I'm trying to get him to do some different tricks. You can do some really interesting tricks depending on what you're doing here. Double backflip. It seems pretty much random as to what tricks you do. Or if he does tricks. They're pretty cool, especially if you can hit the camera from different angles. Try one more run through and see if we can't get him to do some other stuff here. Superman. Try one more here. I keep hitting the wrong button. That was a horrible flip, but... Anyway, the bikes are kind of cool. Dirt bikes are interesting. There's even a raid spec bike, which is just basically a heavier dirt bike that can do some really fun things. Oh, I wrecked. That was entertaining. That's what I get for trying to go sideways over the loop. But anyway, I hope you liked the video, and we'll see you in the next one.